Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to just talk about how long the car takes to heat up. So this is a 3 litre Toyota Alphard. So let's start the engine up and let's get the data on here. So it's a little bit more accurate than looking at the dial on the dashboard. So you can see that the coolant temperature is at 15 degrees Celsius. I'm going to use that as an indication of warming up. Outside temperature is 14. So some people say wait until the car warms up before you drive off to decrease engine wear. Reality is you just drive off and that's it. So let's do that. Okay. Thing to also mention, if you're running on LPG, that the LPG cuts in at a certain temperature which is pre-programmed. And this particular one I think cuts in at 55. So it's running on petrol just now, and as you can see the temperatures doesn't take too long to start warming up. You'll notice that just ticking on the numbers just now. So here we go, and we're going to set you'll be able to see the rate of climb here against the time on the clock. This is just a regular drive. So I'm not going very fast, as you can see. We're just sitting at about 12 miles per hour as we just get out of this residential area. And again, the temperature is up to 27, which is not too bad already. So the quicker the temperature rises, the better it is for the car engine. But you don't want to be sitting there revving the engine to get the temperature up. You just want to let it go casual. That's going to help you save fuel as well. So I'm just going to turn out of this junction. It takes me a little bit of time to do this, but this represents just regular driving. Okay, for the average person, it's nothing spectacular. Okay, normal test circumstances. We're at 33 already, and now we're sitting at about coming up for 30 miles per hour. And at this point, we should see the engine warming up a little bit quicker, just with the increased speed. So I'm thinking a coolant temperature. Coolant temperature kind of indicates the engine temperature as well. It's a good indication of engine temperature, the coolant going through the engine. And also the coolant temperature is what heats the gases up that warm up to do the air conditioning or the conditioning, the heaters of the car. So that again is a good indication of how we're doing. During the colder weather, there'll be colder air coming into the vehicle, and that will mean that this number here will be lower, the engine will be lower, and all that coolant will also have considered like negative energy, which is all that negative energy needs to be warmed up. So in colder temperature, the coolant will take longer to warm up. Okay, so we're sitting at 46, and again the LPG hasn't cut in as yet. We've done about maybe, I think about a mile so far. Okay, but LPG hasn't cut it, and it will cut in about, I think it's about 55 it cuts in. So again, this temperature gauge is quite accurate with the LPG. However, the LPG isn't gauged on this one. It's got its own little temperature gauge built in into the diffuser box, and it's called something else. Basically, with the gases, with the liquid, LPG heats up. Okay, so it's got a little thermostat in there. That's where it gets its temperature from. Okay, so it maybe is slightly different from what you're seeing here, which is the ECU's temperatures gauge. So the thermometer is at 54 just now, as you can see. Now, what kind of temperature would this get up to? This would get up to about 80 degrees Celsius. That's about the maximum we'll get. Maybe up to 90 if the car is being pushed, but no more than that. And as you can see, it's just ticking up. We're not going too far. I think we're probably close to maybe 1.5 miles. And again, start-stop traffic, as you can see. But 56, I'm just going to take a little bit longer just once this goes through the traffic line. We'll call it a day on this. But it gives you a rough indication. Now, if this coolant isn't rising as quickly, then that can indicate problems as well, which could be that you've got a stuck open radiator, so that the water is always, the coolant is always circulating through an open system. So initially when you get this, when the car starts, only a small sorry, the radiator is closed shut, so the air is not cooling the coolant as much, and then that will open through, and the liquid will blow through the radiator and cool even quicker. So as you see now, it's just starting to pick up nicely again. Problems here in the coolant could indicate a number of problems. Rising coolant very quickly could indicate an engine problem, a lack of coolant as well, because there's less coolant in the liquid will heat up very, very quickly, so that's an indication of a problem. Low numbers also can indicate issues with coolant not being in the engine as well. Rapid high numbers as well could indicate engine failure as well, or imminent engine failure. So coolant temperature does give you a number of different things. That's just a few just while I'm driving off, but the main thing, if it's not sitting within the range that you would be expecting to, then yes, it could be an issue. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope that's explained a few things, and later on I'm going to show you how to update that coolant as well. Thank you so much.